Hey guys, this is Isaac and welcome to my new series called The 5-Minute Market. It's where I'll be discussing what happened last week in the stock market and the crypto market. Now that it's summer, I have a lot more free time from my busy junior year. I'll be hammering out 3 videos a week to hopefully grow my account on YouTube, as well as posting 1 video a day on my TikTok. It's in the comments, it's Isaac Talks Finance on TikTok. And excuse my hair, I'm getting a haircut tomorrow and it will be a lot shorter for the summer. Now enough of that, we're gonna dive right into the stock market recap. The first thing I have is that the S&P is almost at record highs once again. It closed above 6,000 again, which is like 2-3% away from its all-time highs back in February. And that's despite inflation and the interest rates staying elevated too, so that's kind of crazy. I think this could be a sign for a lot of investor optimism this summer, and I'm curious to see what it will bring. And another thing that I noticed is a lot of those index gains were mostly from the AI stocks like Nvidia and Microsoft, which I thought was interesting to point out. The next thing I have is Morgan Stanley and Citi raise S&P targets. The big banks are getting bullish again. They think earnings will stay strong, especially in the tech field, making the Feds kind of pivot away. Next thing I have is Tesla and its robo-taxi day. Last Monday, the stock jumped 4.5% because Musk teased some major updates about the robo-taxi coming in August 8th. A lot of people are buying this because if Tesla nails this, their entire business model could just completely changed, and I think it could jump like Nvidia did in 2023. Next up, I have Apple and their Worldwide Development Conference. There's a lot of rumors that Apple will be investing into Siri to turn it into OpenAI's ChatGPT's competition. The event was mostly software this year, but we have a lot of eyes on Apple because they're entering the AI space. I think the market wants to see Apple catch up to Microsoft, Google, and Meta in the AI space, including me since I'm an Apple fan. And finally, I have inflation and jobs. The May job report was 139,000 jobs added to the workforce. Now, why does this matter to the stock market? Well, if there's more jobs, it allows Feds to cut rates if inflation drops. Treasury yields fell, which makes it think stock investors thinks the inflation will steady or slow down. I like to think of it as if the yield's down, that means the stocks are up. Lower inflation equals lower yields, which means higher stock prices. Now we're going into the crypto market section of this video. Bitcoin is nearing all-time highs once again. They're up 5% on the week, and they just actually broke 110,000 today on this Monday. One of the drivers that I was reading about for this price was short liquidations, because a lot of people were shorting Bitcoin and caused the buyers to have to buy back. So that's one of the reasons. Another reason why was that there was $5.2 billion flowed into Bitcoin spots ETFs in May, which is crazy. billion is a lot of money. And a lot of the trade fears were easing down, which caused the kind of price to go up. Next up, I have Ethereum's rally because of the Petra upgrade. It's now sitting at like $2,600. Now with that Petra upgrade, it helps boost Ethereum's validator system, which boosts in security and staking efficiency. Ethereum's on ETF watch with some ETFs looking to be announced in July or August. I'm still a believer in Ethereum. I think it could go on a crazy run this summer. With all the tech upgrades and ETFs on the horizon, I'm looking to be very bullish on Ethereum. And it's not just the big two. I have altcoins getting in on the fun. Solana, Dogecoin, and Shiba Inu are up 3 to 5% on the week. I think we could have an altcoin season coming soon. But that's just me. Either the market's way overheated or the market is about to go on a crazy run. That's just kind of like how I kind of look at it, because back in November, that was a crazy run that we had. It was short-lived. It was a short altcoin season, but still. Next up, I have USDC's issuer Circle shooting at 168% on their debut of their IPO, as well as Gemini with their Bitcoin credit card looking for their own IPO. I wrote this down because I love this, because I think it allows crypto markets to get more involved with Wall Street and be more accepted by Wall Street. And finally, I have the Consumer Price Index coming this Wednesday. The CPI report might be the most important ones of the summer. I think either way it comes out, it'll just make the markets way more volatile than it already is. Now, I have some questions for you guys in the comments. Do you guys think Bitcoin will reach a new all-time high by July? And do you think Apple will win the AI war, or do you think it's just too late for them? Me personally, I think Bitcoin will stay in the 100,000s for the time being, and I'm looking at a new all-time high by July. And with a lot of consumers, I do think Apple will be able to catch up, because the Apple ecosystems, like me, I fall into that, but I love Apple, and I do think that they can catch up and the consumers will be on Apple's side. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. I really hope you guys enjoyed this recap. If you did, please like and subscribe. Help this channel grow. Help me help out more people. Help me grow. It's just a fun hobby I do of mine. I like making these videos, keeps me updated on the stuff that I love, and it informs me, it informs you. And it's just kind of one of the ways I like to learn about money in the stock market and just stuff like that. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys later. Peace out.